Hola, hola, buenas tardes. Me da mucho gusto que todos estén aquí. Soy Araceli Amador de las Aventuras de Araceli. El día de hoy voy a hablarles a ustedes acerca de la salud mental. ¿Ok? Oops, sorry. I say that this one is going to be in English. Este va a ser en inglés. Mañana, que es Viernes Social, lo voy a hacer en español. ¿Ok? This is Araceli Amador from Las Aventuras de Araceli, and today topic is going to be mental health. Mental health is how we feel with ourselves, with others, and or in our own environment. You know, life is sometimes so heavy in this earth that we cannot handle it sometimes, and then we start creating narratives, negative narratives in our brain, and our brain start producing more hormones or substances that keep us in that state of mind. Okay, because sometimes I'm going to tell you in a better way. I'm going to tell you the story when once upon a time, when I was in my late 30s or early 30s. I think I was about 30, 32, 33 years old when that happened to me. In that period of time, I had so many things going on in my life. On my work, I have a lot of pressure, and home, I have a crisis situation, and then in my family home, it was another situation. So it was like a little pieces of stone were getting into my glass of life. Okay, until then, I didn't realize that I was suffering of anxiety and depression, and all that was getting too much in my mind that sometimes I couldn't sleep at night. I was just thinking and overthinking and overthinking and overthinking, and then during the day I was running over here, running over there, cooking, working, and all that. So I didn't pay attention about how I was feeling. I didn't pay attention that I was getting into a road where I couldn't be, in danger to myself. And then you start feeling like you are not loved, like your children don't love you, your friends don't love you, your husband doesn't love you. You feel it, and you feel it like it's real. And then you start just getting more depressed, more sad, and a lot of tension is going on inside your mind. And then nobody realizes what is going on in your mind because you look normal. You go to work, come back home, and you do what you're supposed to do, But nobody knows that you have sadness, a deep sadness in your heart, in your soul. That is something that you carry on yourself. So, and then it gets to a point where your mind is telling you that everybody will be happy if you're not there. Your mind is just telling you you're gonna be okay if you lose your life. That is, and it sounds really, really clear that you will be okay, and it feels so good that you don't think about what is going to happen next. You are just thinking that you want to finish that suffering. You want to end that because it feels so real. It feels so painful that you cannot bear it. But I knew now that is a state of mind that I allow to grow. I allow it at one point that everything was dark in front of me. It could be everything colorful, but I was seeing it dark. It was not an exit from that point of view. Nobody can save somebody that is in this state of mind than ourselves. We have to be capable to catch up ourselves and be capable to fight it, because this is the one of the fights, one of the biggest fights that you're going to have, because this one is the fight of your life, because you are going to fight against yourself, against whatever you are thinking over here. You have to be capable to find help, to ask for help, because it's not easy to get off from that state of mind, because it's your mind, the one that is telling you all that. Those are narratives that are here talking to you and telling you stuff, and then you're believing it and creating it right there. I'm going to tell you the point where I realized that I was needing help. I get off on my job, and then I was in the highway, the 245. I get off from the Sioux Boulevard, and I get off on 245 in that highway. I was in that state of mind where I was not conscious, because everything is about being conscious about what you are thinking, what you are doing. In that period of time, your mind is lying to you, is just keeping you thinking all negative. And the narrative is telling you that everything is dark, that is no future, no, is nothing, nobody loves you, nobody cares about you, you will be gone and everything is going to be okay. But that is not true, because those are narratives created for the substances that are in your brain, because you got in a state of mind that was forced by the circumstances, the negative circumstances that you were living, that they are so much on that. And then I was driving and I was speeding up on my car. I was already speeding up. In the moment that I was going to do like this, because before that, I was thinking about how to kill myself. I was saying, if I take medications, if I cut my veins, or if I do this and that, I was thinking and thinking, but in that precise moment, where you are in the situation like you are. I was in my car, and then I was driving, speeding up really fast. I was almost doing like this, but the thoughts for my children in that period of time, they were 9 and 6 years old. They look so clearly in front of me. It's like my high self, my God, just appeared, both of the faces of my children, and then in my mind, I just was a thought just came up, like saying, they are going to be by themselves. That is not right. I cannot die. And then I went strictly to my house. I take my children to school, and I went to the doctor. And I was with the doctor about 1 hour, crying and crying and crying and crying. And I told her, you have to help me, because otherwise I will kill myself, because I cannot stop thinking on this. I cannot sleep. I'm tired of living and all that. And I was crying, and I speak to her everything that I have in my heart. And then she said, you know what? You need medicine. And then I say, okay, that's fine. I will do it, because I don't want to die. But in this state of mind, I'm capable to do it. And then she gave me medicine, and I have to take it, for 2 years. She said that I was going to be, I have to take it for more time for the rest of my life because I have the vulnerability to have that since my brain is not working right and whatever. But I'm no person that likes to do that. I don't like medications. I always look for alternatives to do it. But in that period of time, I was needing it for real because my mind was not helping me to be alive. And I wanted to be alive for my kids. I wanted to be alive for myself. And then I told her if she was going to put me on medication, I wanted to have some counseling. In that period of time, I used to have insurance, so it was okay for me to go to that therapy and to go on with my life. It took me about 4 years to get off of that state of mind. Just I'm telling you this story because maybe someone that you know may be in a situation like this, and nobody around you can help you out than yourself. Because for me, it was my kids, they saved me and I asked for help in that period of time. And that is really essential for you to know that you have to look for help. And it's okay not to feel okay, but you have to look for the help. It's so important to do so. I'm right now 54, and I'm so happy that I'm alive and I'm here. And from 32 to here, I promised myself that I never was going to attempt against my life. And so far I have done it very well, because during that period of time, I learned so many things, because I told you, I don't like to take medication for life. And that was one thing that the doctor told me that I have to have. But I learned that if you exercise, you help to rebuild the substances in your brain that cause happiness, and then it goes against that. Also, aromatherapy helped me a lot. And also, all these things are things that I did because I did research on the internet, and those things helped me a lot. Okay. Another thing is I always got my house and I do perfumes like lavanda. I love lavanda. It has the power to calm yourself. And then I just, in the period of time where I was so depressed, I used to wear dark colors like beige, gray. I didn't do as much makeup or my hair. I didn't take care very well of me. And then, and I stopped smiling as much. And then one of the things that I did was smile to myself in the mirror. And then in the beginning, it was like, I saw that it was ugly. And then I start doing it every single day, saying nice things to me, to the mirror, say, hi, beautiful, how are you? And I smile to myself. And then I open all the windows on my house to bring light. And then I just to give, to walk on nature, to keep myself in a positive narrative in my mind. I change all my negativity, my negative thoughts. I change them to positive, and I have a journal over here. I have journals all over, but I finished one and I started in this one. Since then, I never have stopped writing because I have to catch up my thoughts. And that is why journaling is really essential when you are in a state of mind that is not working out very well for you, and can take away your life. And that is really important. And the other thing is, be nice with everyone that you find. Be really nice. It doesn't matter if this person is ugly or misbehave towards you. Always be nice to the people, because you never know what are the battles that they are having behind. And then a kindness can help a lot to the people. Sometimes we just need a hug, or we need to feel that somebody cares, because it's really sad. Life is not just strive forward. We have a lot of ups and downs, and we have to be capable to be able to be more conscious about what is going on in our mind, because we don't realize it until we are changed. And those things are really terrible, because all the suicides that you have seen, all the suicides are battles that are lost toward depression. And it's really sad, because I know that nobody could do something about that person that lost her life, because it's a battle. It's a battle that you can be around people, and the people doesn't realize what is going on. That is why I love these kind of programs that are going on right now, and they are trying to get the people aware that we can do as community a lot of things for prevention of all these tragedies. We can do a lot, because we need to socialize more, we need to talk more, we need to connect more. And the only way that we can do it is getting us trained, getting prepared for helping yourself and others. And right now, we have several workshops in English and in Spanish. This one, I did it in English, because it's going to be a workshop or training that is going to be done for this group, suspenders for suspenders for hope. That is what it's called. And they are going to do this training on Tuesday, August 22nd, and that is from 9:30 to 1 p.m. and it's going to be at the Good Shepherd Hall Cathedral. And lunch is going to be provided by Ascension Via Christi. It's really important that we get into these programs, because from those programs, we can help people to get out of that state of mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Landon, and I'm so happy that you are here, because mental health can be many things. Right now, I'm talking about depression, anxiety that can lead to suicide. And that is why it's so important that we do this, because we face anxiety when we are working. When we are working in work environments, it's a lot of things going on right there. Or the leaders, the managers have to be trained. I would like to see a lot of people taking these trainings, because we can prevent people to get sicker. And we can do something when we train ourselves, because we can help other people. We can save lives. And this is not just for adults. We can save life of kids, you know. We have a high rate of suicide over here in Wichita, and they are from 10 years old to 30 years old. And we can do better by going to these trainings and helping people to be aware that they are things that they can do to be more conscious about how to prevent their narratives in their brains to go deeper down. I was so blessed that I could stop it, and I'm alive. Okay, I'm going to post the information for this training that is going to be on Tuesday, August 22nd, 9:30 to 1 p.m. at Good Shepherd Hall Cathedral, and it's done by this program that is Suspender for Hope. It's a training from Wichita State University, and Jessica Province is the one that is going to give this training. I invite you to participate, and I'll be informing you about other ones that are going to be coming up through another programs that I know that are going to be in Spanish. And also, I think in September, they are doing one in Spanish. Suspender for Hope is doing another one in Evergreen. So we have to be more aware about this because we can save her life. Okay? I hope this story that I told you about myself help you to look for help, you know, because we are humans and humans are all broken. I'm sorry to say it, but in the terminology of medical terminology, it says apparently normal. So all of us has beliefs. All of us has things that are carrying on ourselves, okay? And then those things sometimes make us sick. So we have to learn things to make us feel better and live with wherever we are and take it as a blessing, okay? Have a good evening, and thank you so much for listening. And I hope you can make it to this wonderful training that is going to be brought for you and is free. Okay? Bye-bye.